You actually see regress when a kid finishes the school year in the spring versus when they show up in the fall. But kids from well-to-do families, that regress is really small because they're able to pay for and seek out high engagement activity over those 3 months. But we should take a look at what produces the best results. And conversely, the very best aren't rewarded. Let's say you're actually doing the best job amongst your pack of peers of teachers in teaching kids how to excel in math and science and reading ability and critical thinking in a way that's measurable. That person still gets paid the same salary, which I think is way too low right now. I think the market,
just going to say that. Teachers are severely underpaid. So you think getting rid of unions, they're going to start, the state's going to be like, let's pay them more?
I think the best ones would actually get paid more money. Especially it's in the context of a true market-based system where the people at the level of the family have the ability, whether they can afford it or not, they're able to, with a voucher or with a school, educational savings account, able to choose to go to better school. Absolutely.
And if we value education as highly as you'd like, then that's the budget you cut last. You see what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, it's not just the budget.
Don't value it already.
It's about how you use it.
That's an issue.
It's about how you use it. So take the money to administer the bureaucracy, put that money in people's pockets, and allow them to actually get to the best possible education they can get to. Either renegotiate the union contracts or maybe get rid of them altogether in a way that allows for merit-based pay.
Doesn't that create just
so
smart
the best
schools
teachers
and dumb schools?
Well, I mean, we're here in New York City. You got the best traders at a Wall Street firm.
Yeah.
If they make most profit for the firm, which is their mission, they get paid more rather than the guy who didn't. Why would we want to operate our schools, in a way that's the opposite principle?
How would you decide what merit is for teachers?
Yeah, so these are, and there's upsides and downsides to just be slaves of the test, right? Nobody just wants to solve for one metric.
Right.
But, there's going to be no perfect system. I'll be the first to acknowledge that. But is a system that has a combination of objective metrics, even if the metrics aren't perfect, better than one that has none at all? I think it is strictly better.
Like sometimes teachers are at the mercy of the families that these kids are born into.
Absolutely.
And we can't punish teachers because, they have a class of 30 kids who are all from single parent households.
I agree with you.
It's like, it's not their fault. They have them 8 hours a day.
And that was the other point I made. So those would be the two biggest changes for the country, is restoring a rock solid family foundation as the norm.
How do you do that through policy?
Yeah, some of it is at least eliminate the disincentives to do it, right? I think those are accidents. I don't think that somebody nefariously did this to the point we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
But there are weird distortions where actually people can make more money by not having a man in the house than to have a man in the house. I think those are accidents of arithmetic and the way that the Great Society under Lyndon Johnson worked out. So that's not going to solve all the problem, but at least start with eliminating the disincentives. I think some of this doesn't just happen through policy. Some of it happens through cultural norm shifts as well, making it cool to be part of a family. I think making family cool again is a great thing.